joined in studio by Mohammed Abdullahi, a Somali affairs analyst. Welcome, Mr. Abdullahi, to Africa Live. I want to start by asking you about the conference. We've had previous conferences in London and Turkey as well. How different is this one from the previous ones?
Thank you, Famida. The difference mainly is that the issues now have been reduced. They're talking about concrete issues to try and bring about peace in Somalia, to try and clear up the justice mess which is in the country, to try and bring about a financial accountability system into Somalia, and to support the Somali government. It's important, of course, there is the issue of even Somalis themselves. They have got conference fatigue. There have been more than nearly 30 conferences, international at that, which have been held on Somalia with very little to show for. However, this conference, Britain also leading the conference, is giving encouragement not only to the Somalis but to those who are in the international community who are interested in bringing about a settlement in Somalia. Now, this conference, of course, is going to discuss some issues, but it's not a panacea. It's not a cure-all. The problems are deep. The insecurity is still there in Somalia, widespread, and that's including even the capital, which, as you very well know, even the British Embassy and the international community is now all housed at the airport, which is secured by the African Union forces. So that this is just the beginning.
Now, looking at this beginning, Mr. Abdullahi, and you had mentioned that Britain's involvement is somewhat of a confidence boost, at least to the future of Somalia, or discussing what may be happening there. What is Britain's major stake in ensuring that peace comes to Somalia? Well,
Britain is on board to try and fight terrorism. Somalia has been considered, maybe wrongly or rightly, that it has been harboring some terrorist elements. That's one element. There is a question of piracy, and there must be also some other strategic reasons why Britain is getting involved into the country. And besides that, there's a huge population of Somalis in the UK who are now British citizens, and some of them are asylum seekers. Recently, there were some press reports indicating that the Conservative Party, led by Mr. Cameron, is asking the Kenya government, there are some MPs in Parliament, the British Parliament, asking to relocate some of the Somalis who are asylum seekers in Britain. There is a huge Somali minority in the United Kingdom, upwards of 300,000. And not only that, because of the laws of the European Union or the European community, a lot of Somalis left Norway, Sweden, the Scandinavian countries, Germany, and went to Britain, especially London, the major cities of the UK, where there is cosmopolitanism. They can feel they are near a home, and they can also speak English. So Britain is also having that huge burden. I think they're feeling that too.
Would this repatriation, rather, would that be feasible? And surely there are conditions attached to that. You would have to have security and stability in Somalia.
Yes, it's not feasible. No, what they're asking for in this particular repatriation is to try and relocate the Somalis who are waiting for asylum to come to countries like Kenya, especially Kenya, while their asylum is being processed.
Does this not include liberated areas in Somalia? Is that the case?
The other asylum is the Kenya government, which is asking for the international community to help repatriate Somalis who are already in refugee camps in Kenya. So there are two movements here.
All right, Mr. Abdullahi, thank you very much for your time. We'll leave it there. We're speaking to Mohammed Abdullahi, an analyst on